Out of curiosity, how many likes has Bean Tangela gotten? Oh my gosh. 849. Nice. Very nice. Very strange, but kind of impressive. Alright, let me tilt this microphone a little bit so it's a little less loud. There we go. Oh yeah, right, this is a Nintendo Switch controller. I forgot that the A button is where it is. Because the last game I was playing was PlayStation. That's fine. Alright, let me send out a quick notification for the stream. And while I do that, I believe I can tell you a bit about what's going on here. Why is the little Twitch pop-up so gigantic right now? That's very annoying. Okay. Right. Okay. Hopefully people don't send me a ton of notifications while I try to do this. Is this gonna work? Hopefully it works. Pokemon. There we go. I just like the music in this area, so we're gonna sit here for a minute while everything sets up. I think that's everyone. Alright, well, regardless of if we get started a little earlier or a little later, I want to continue with this playthrough. So, let's, let's stop forgetting that this isn't a PlayStation controller and actually continue. I gotta say, my one problem with, like, any of the games I own on Switch, as much as I prefer having a console that, or a computer that has a portable or handheld mode, it's the controller on the Switch is not particularly comfortable, especially for handheld mode. I don't know if that makes a ton of sense, but alright, we're still on research level 1 for the nighttime jungle, so we're gonna head back there and continue with our playthrough, hopefully unlocking some new areas. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the Switch's controllers, maybe I just have larger hands, but they're not very comfortable. You arrived today for floofy picture taking. Yes, that is the goal. Alright, so I think we're gonna need to do one more run of the nighttime jungle area, mainly because we need more, research level to unlock more plot, essentially. Oop, a bounce suite. That was a terrible shot of a bounce suite. Let's get some pictures of Lipard. Let's see. There should be an Ariados over here, right? I wonder if I can poke it with an apple. Oh, you can. But it doesn't come down that way. That's kind of depressing, honestly. Oh, there's a police siren going by in the distance. That shouldn't be audible with my microphone, but you know. Oof. Why is there... Okay. Sorry, a little moral to bounce you with the fluff fruit. US the Switch connectors were an open standard so we could get different shaped controllers from different companies. Yeah, honestly, I think my biggest issue with the Joy-Cons is they're just so small. Similar to the Wii, the Wiimote, they kind of have the general issue of, like, the form factor isn't fantastic, you know? Like, I'm holding these, and they're very flat in your hand, if that makes sense. Whereas, if you look at a lot of other controllers, unless you have the Joy-Cons specifically in the grip, there's nowhere for your, for your hands to sit comfortably on a Joy-Con, honestly. Like, I don't know how they designed this ergonomically, honestly. Sorry, Lightbard. Because I sit here and I try to use it and I feel very uncomfortable, I think is the problem. Okay. I think it's hard to play with them for long periods of time. Whereas if you look at, like, a PlayStation controller, I could play a relatively low impact game on PlayStation for much longer. I think mostly because of the fact that, like, there's not as much pressure put on your wrists or your fingers. Oop. Ledians. And a Toucanon. And some picky picks. I'm mostly here right now to try to get some cute photos, but mostly to get some research EXP so that we can unlock some new areas for tonight. Because once you unlock the next, like, 4 areas, you get a lot of content really quickly. I have a non-stream file of this game that I've been playing on a bit with another user on my Switch. Well, another user, it's just me, but, you know, it's a different user so I can have separate files when I'm not streaming. But yeah, honestly, I think the problem is not just that the size of it isn't great, it's like a matter of, what's it called? It is just a matter of size, rather. Like, the Joy-Cons are so small. And they're so vertical, and they don't have a ton of gripping area on them. There's, like, one tiny bump by the shoulder buttons, and that's about all you get in terms of, ooh, spinny on Mega in the distance. So I think those shots will be worth more points, though. What if I feed this Magikarp, like, right in front of me? Maybe those will be good. You wonder how hard it would be to set up an arcade console for a modern console controller, something appealing about the idea of playing Kingdom Hearts with, arcade controls. I like the idea of playing some things with arcade controls. I think it's more just a matter of, if you're gonna design a controller, you have to design it with the idea that, like, multiple people with different hand sizes need to be able to hold it comfortably. And while I get the problem of portable consoles being smaller, I don't think this has always been a Nintendo issue. Like, I think the 3DS and DS line are significantly more comfortable than the Switch, and even the Wiimote, as unergonomic as it is with a very basic design, you can A, get a case for it with far better grip, or B, what's it called? With the Wiimote, you can actually have some serious size. Oh, you're new. I think this is probably the closest shot of that happening. We have a flying Lydian. The sleeping Arbok, but glowy this time. And then there's the N64 three-hand controller. I've not played enough on N64 to say how much I'd find it comfortable, I find the three hands a little bit weird from when I've played it before. I think the actual size of like the struts coming off that you're two hands, if you're, not some sort of eldritch abomination with three limbs that are capable of comfortably grasping a Nintendo 64 controller, they do feel pretty good. I just think that right now they've seemed to have like forgotten the idea that you need something to grip on with your palms versus your fingers, if you catch my drift. A sleepy bounce suite. Okay. Hey, not bad. Nice placement score. I guess it is dead center, but the top of its head's a little cut off by the branch, but sure. Yeah, I mean, I think if it was designed for two hands, it might feel pretty good. I think the problem is, I wish I had like actually I have a secondary controller. I'm gonna go grab it out of a drawer so I can stare at them while I describe. This is the stream where Pika talks about controller comfortability. Here we go. Yeah, see, if you look at the Switch controller versus the PS4 controller, not only is there a more significant bump on the PS4 controller by where the shoulder buttons are, but the actual bottom struts where you're meant to hold it extend at a significantly sharper angle so that you can actually have a difference in where your fingers versus your palms are. Oh, your Twitch app isn't working? That sucks. Sorry to hear that. That's a very good life art picture. I will take it. Yeah, sorry to, like, get into a weird design subject at the start of today's stream. I don't know why our conversation has fluttered this way, but I guess I will extend my critiques of gaming beyond their stories and into the realm of comfortable controller designs. Yeah, I really need to get a new phone, too. Ooh, my mic is a little loud. One sec, I'll lower it a tad. I just saw that spike a bit. There we go. That should do a little bit better. Alright. Yeah, I think that I've had the same phone for, it's gonna be 5 years soon. It's starting to have some problems, honestly. And I think a lot of them are, like, manufactured into its obsolescence, because, like, it's an iPhone 6S, and they were infamous for their batteries dying fast, and I've heard a lot of people having issues with the newest operating system, but it's kind of like you can't just not upgrade the operating system because it comes with security patches that you want to not get viruses. Okay, we got a new 1-star photo for Lydian. You're contemplating building an arcade cabinet. I don't even know where you'd start with a project like that. It's it's a lofty goal. I'd be very intrigued to see how you'd make one of those. I do think that arcade controls are very comfortable overall for the most part. It's a sleeping toucan. It's a very marginally better shot of a sleeping toucan. Alright. Yeah, I think that arcade like joysticks feel pretty good for the most part. At least on the games that I've played. Really? That's a better picture than it on a tree. I find that hard to believe, to be honest, Professor. Alright, Magikarp. It's got an unmistakable atmosphere. Yes, this very green water photo is unmistakably Magikarp. I need a caption for this one, because look at its face. There's something very relatable about it. We need to think up a caption to put with this slightly blurred Magikarp photo. Yeah, highest quality micro switches. Oh, that's another problem with Switch controllers. Yeah, we need to think up a caption this stream for the smiling, hungry Magikarp. I think my problem is, God, what's the word? Yeah, that's a real good shot of this Yanmega. I have some problem with Switch. It's the joysticks. The joysticks don't... Well, also, they don't have, like, a solid D-pad on the left controller, which is a weird thing to choose to not to do. But aside from not really having a D-pad, they also, like, have these very... When you get it right out of the box, they feel okay, but even before you have drifting problems, there's a slightly flimsy feeling to the Joy-Con joysticks, if I had to describe it. 90% is cutting plywood. They have controller boards for the controls themselves. It's just getting something that can run a MAME emulator to start the game. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. I imagine it would be a very fun project if you like painting, making your own arcade cabinet and designing, like, the sides of it. By the way, thanks to the progress you've made in your research, I've got something to report. I'll fill you in once your photos are all squared away. I think you'll be quite pleased to hear this. Oh, we will be. So we're about to unlock new stuff. And we reached level 2 of the jungle at night. Remember, photos with no Pokemon or objects of interest in them are categorized as having no subject and won't get scored. Yeah,
Alright, on to the next site.
Oh my. We've got new islands to explore now. I've pinpointed 2 teleportation points we can use. Ooh, where? One is a long, narrow island, and another is offshore in the middle of the water. We have Voluca Sweltering Sands and Maricopa Blushing Beach. Captain Vince never got to that spot offshore, did he? This is gonna be amazing! I'll let you decide what order you want to visit them in. Please keep up the good work. Ooh, a sea route, and the animations in this game are really nice, both for the human characters and especially for the Pokemon. Well, yeah, like, honestly, it feels really alive and comfortable. Oh god, we get to see people's various photos on the request screen there. But yeah, I think the biggest thing that so far has saved my current Joy-Cons, and I will recommend this to anyone with a Switch, do not play anywhere near a time when you are eating. Before, I wasn't as careful about that, and I might eat a snack while I was playing a game, which, you know, I don't mean that in a gross way, but you catch my drift. If you get any sort of crumbs under your Joy-Cons, they're screwed. How many medals did the beans get, by the way? Right now it has 840 something, I believe. Yeah, my page. 849 right now. It has 849 likes. Oh, I forgot to save the frickin' Magikarp. You guys gotta remind me to save pictures. How's it going? Enjoying your research jaunts? Listen, I've gotta tell you something. There's a feature I originally forgot to suggest to the professor, but I got him to add it in your research camera. What kind of feature? It's a melody player. It lets your camera play a little tune. A little music can prompt a Pokemon to show you whole new sides of themselves. Sounds awesome! Rita, could you fill in the details? Sure thing. If you press R, a melody will play. While it's playing, you can press R again to make it stop. A little music could wake up sleeping Pokemon, or make some Pokemon get up and dance. I haven't had a chance to try it, though, so I'm no expert. Yet. So next, let's give it a whirl. Alright, so now we have the ability to... I would jokingly call it a poke-flute, but it's essentially the opposite of a poke-flute, isn't it? New areas unlocked. So at this point, we actually get 2 areas unlocked. You get Sweltering Sands, which is in this vast desert, Pokemon gather at a small oasis to relax. Or the Blushing Beach, where pristine sands and pastel tones make for a serene shoreline. Happy Life for Todd is the most wholesome part of this game. Yeah, the fact that they have Todd return and that he's a successful photographer working on various ecological programs with his own trainee makes me really happy. So do we want to go to the desert or to the island first? I will wait here for a moment and let chat decide where we want to begin. We're gonna have to do both eventually to unlock more areas. I've gotten a little bit past this on my personal playthrough, but not that much farther, because aside from not having a ton of free time to play games, I also have the issue that I mentioned earlier, where I find that I can't play this for very long in one sitting without my wrists starting to feel it. You vote beach? I'm fine going to the beach. We can start there. We're gonna do both eventually, so... Your research level shows your progress on each course. Some courses have separate levels for day and night. So, as far as I can tell, I haven't been able to unlock night courses for the beach areas yet, and you'll see why that's annoying in a little bit. I actually had to look up how to progress on one of these levels because it was very confusing. I mean, I kind of get the appeal of Pokemon Snap where you have to figure out where things are and find some hidden secrets, but I got really lost. You like the ominous volcano on the other side of that island? You hope it means fire types? Oh, we might see at least a fire type today. Yeah, basically, as far as I can tell with research levels, if you take photos you've never taken before, it seems to go a bit faster, but if you just grind out the courses, you will eventually get all of the points that you need. We're gonna get some Crab Brawler shots. There's some Blossoms over there, and some Executors. And around the sky, we're gonna see a lot of Wingles. Yeah, there's one. Here he goes. Flying in the wind. A little happy Wingle. Okay, no, the Blossoms ran away from me. Oh, there's a Pikachu. Hey, come here. Get the apple. No, you're just gonna go running? You gonna ignore me? Okay, Pikachu. Yeah, Blossom is cute. I like Blossom a lot. This level is at least a little bit slower, so I can spend a bit more time with chat at certain points. Okay, so there's something hiding in the grass, and there's a crystal bloom. Getting the crystal blooms in this island are kind of annoying. So if you play the music here, the Executor will stop you from progressing, and you can get the Blossoms to come out and do a little dance for you. They're little babies. They're walking into each other now, which is... I don't think that's supposed to happen, to be honest, but okay. Let's bonk this Executor so he'll move. At least it's not like that poor, God, was it an Electrode in the original Pokemon Snap that you have to bonk? I always felt bad for that one. Oh, there's a new Vivillon pattern. And I wish Glebov was here, because look what we got on this little island. That's right. It's some Pukumukus. if I can get an apple to them. Well, fluff fruit. I know it's not an apple, but they're basically apples, guys. Come on, buddies. Okay, there's a split in the route here. We'll go this way to start with, because here we also have a Stunfisk. Yes, there are Stunfisks in this game. I'm kind of surprised it was chosen. Here's a Machamp. Will you look at me? He flexed to the music for us. There's a little octillery under the water. What else is around here? Aside from the octillery. Something is buried in the sand by the octillery. Interesting. Very interesting. They are, I mean, they're basically apples, and it's not like Pokemon doesn't have apples or something. Back in the Mystery Dungeon games and the Explorers games, like, apples were a huge portion of one of the characters' personalities. There's a shovel here, which you can, if you're good, you can try to, you know, weave the trail of apples for the Pikachu here, but it's kind of hard to get it to focus on them, to be honest. We'll see if we get lucky the next time we go through this route with Pikachu there. Anything else around here, aside from the water Crabrawler over there? We have another Stunfisk. Let's see. Come here, buddy. Pose for me. That was a terribly aimed shot. Alright. Executor sleeping. I'm kind of surprised this area doesn't have Alolan Executors right now. It feels like this would be the perfect area for some tall palm tree boys. How was your first crack at this course? Tell me all about the Pokemon you saw. Alright, let's show him our collection. We'll go 2-star to start with. I think this is the best of the Executors. We have one shot of them dancing, I guess. There's a Wingull. Pikachu running. A very far off Vivillon that I'm only going to send in for the points, really. Some Pukumuku boys. And... oh, actually that's not bad. Just a jumping Stunfisk. I like that. And our flexing Machamp friend. And one Octillery. Let's see what the professor thinks. Wingull looking like a UFO. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, we got Crabrawler. A new addition. Looks like it's been bopped by something. Yes, the apple in the picture. I bopped it with the apple. 2,976. Okay. It's a nice sleepy Executor. It's very central in the frame. Look at him. He looks good. Come on now. It looks like it's fast asleep. Nice going. Alright, the size is good, yeah. 3,989. Very good. No, this you don't see every day. Good work. This is not an easy shot to get. Yeah, it wasn't looking at us when I shot it, though. Neither was this guy, so he's probably gonna be upset about that. Wingull. It's in flight. That it is. And Pikachu, which We'll see. It must be in a hurry. Yeah, it didn't even stop for any fluff fruit. Our very far off Vivillon. Yeah, 64 size. I would agree with that. You can barely see it. Some teeny little Pukumukus. Looking very adorable. It's on its way somewhere. I don't know, man. They seemed like they were chilling. And... okay. The very happy Stunfisk. Looks happy, doesn't it? Good work. This is no easy shot to get. Alright. It's nice when the subject faces the camera. I mean, its face is towards the camera, dude. This one isn't facing the camera. The Machamp just kind of posed. It wants you to see how toned its muscles are. Nice and big, yeah. Almost 2,000 for size. Okay. This one is a very close-up shot of Octillery. Good. Getting the whole Pokemon in the frame. It is all in the frame. Let's see. Is that enough to get us to level 2? We might have to do the course again. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, level 2. Beach Day. Another step forward for our research. I bet Pokemon in the area are getting comfortable with you. Ocean Research Team. And we discovered a blushing beach route that leads to a private hidden beach. 2 species of fighting type. By the way, thanks to the progress you've made in your research, I've got something to report. I'll fill you in once your photos are squared away. I think you'll be pleased to hear this. He looks like someone... This Octillery could be a cursed photo? Okay, I'll save the Octillery. I don't know what you want to tag the Octillery as, Lycosone, but I'm very curious to hear it. I also kind of want to get the glitchy blossoms, because that entertains me to no end. Alright. Let's see what the professor has to tell us about now. The Maricopa Islands are a collection of small islands in the middle of Lental's Sea. Thanks to their warm waters and abundance of food, these islands are a paradise for coastal Pokemon. Yes. The bonking blossoms. You mean that the Octillery looks like it's working in HR, the TMV? I know, that Octillery photo gives me a real, hey man, vibe. Your research is coming along well. It seems like you're about ready to move on to the offshore area. The Neo 1 can travel over a reef just as well as over a river, after all. Let's get ready for some reef search. Oh my god, did he really just make that pun? Don't do that, Professor. You'll entice chat into punniness, please. Oh, you meant the blossoms. But yes, the Octillery has a super tired expression. So, do we want to go to the reef, or do we want to go to the desert? What do you think, chat? Reef or desert? Are we going to continue with the water levels, or... Reef search? Okay, we'll do reef search. Reef during the day. Professor Mirror is a Pokemon professor active in Lental. After his research into the Illumina phenomena was recognized, the stage loaded too quickly for me to fully read that one. That's a shame. Oh, there's a Sharpedo over there. With the Sharpedos, Todd? I don't know if I'd do that, Todd. Todd, there's Sharpedos. Can I get it to eat an apple? Or is it gonna go away? I think it's going away. Okay. Farewell, Sharpedo. Can I get the Finneon to eat an apple? No, it is completely uninterested in my fruit. I like that shot of Wingull. That's very cute. Let's see. So, yeah, you can see that there's a lot of these lovely blossoms around, the crystal blooms. Slowed down our Sharpedo friend over there for a sec. But I find it rather difficult to get the crystal bloom, the glowing crystal bloom for this area. It's like impossible to tell where it is or when it's glowing. And there's a Magikarp in here. So we can get a shot of a Magikarp jumping. God, that reminds me that Magikarp Jump exists. Y'all remember that mobile game that they made a few years ago where it was like just a Magikarp collector? Ooh, yeah, there we go. Leaping Boy. And in the distance, I also see some other Pokemon that I know Gleebov likes a lot. I'll have to message him later and let him know that this area is full of Pokemon that he would be interested in. Oh, hello, big boy! It's a big boy, oh god. A very big boy has arrived. Hello, sir. I can't even fit your whole body in frame, but it's good to see. Oh, ma'am, my apologies. I've misgendered our Wailord friend here. I did not mean to do that. Let's see if we can get it, going back into the water. Yeah. Very nice. There's some type of bird Pokemon nest up there. Okay, so the Machamps will flex for us if we play the song for them. Also, the Mantines are really freaking adorable, my dudes. Let's see. Lots of Wingulls and Pelipers. Ooh, hello there. You're kind of not facing the camera though, buddy. Let's see. Where will this path take us? Oh, is this the area? There's some Marini down here. And there's also a Corsola getting chased by the Marini. I feel kind of bad for it, honestly. Hello. Yes, eat the fruit. Eat the fruit. Good, Corsola. Happy Corsola. I am like all out of film, so I think that's gonna be it for now. Enough of the Corsola photography. Jafar. Alright, is that still around or did they take it down? The 7.8 out of 10 Too Much Water review on IGN? I don't know, I think it's still up. Last time I checked, the 7.8 out of 10 review is still up. How was your first crack at this course? Tell me about the Pokemon you saw. Yes. No, those were two different comments. Oh, is what still up then? I don't know if what is still around. If the Magikarp jump is still up. Oh, Magikarp jump, the app is still perfectly available, yes. As far as I'm aware, you can still download it from the App Store and play it to completion if you're interested in a slightly old Pokemon game. I don't think it's bad as far as mobile games go, but it doesn't have much in terms of gameplay. Though, you know, it's a mobile game. Are you particularly surprised to hear that? Let's get as close-up of shots as we can. Very happy Corsola. Some very evil-looking Marinis chasing a Corsola. Yeah. And our friend here, the posing Machamp. Okay. We've got a shot of the Wailord breaching. I assume he'll prefer a shot that isn't covered in water, so we'll go for that one. You're not surprised? You just weren't sure if it's still around? Yeah, I don't think they've taken it down or anything like that. I think the ones that aren't really still around, or if, as far as I know, if you remember the old Flash games that they had on the Pokemon website years ago, I don't think that those are still around. Sharpedo is a new one for our Pokedex. Seems calm, alright? I mean, as calm as a Sharpedo can be. Very nice. 4,000. Very nice. Finneon? It's kind of small. As far as, like, Corsola goes, I'm glad that that's also here. Corsola is adorable. Wingull. I think this is significantly closer. I don't know if it's, like... Ooh, 4,312. I'll take it. Magikarp. It's got an unmistakable atmosphere. Is that all you think about Magikarp, Professor? That it's unmistakable? Yeah, that wasn't the best one. Very cute Mantines. Let's see. Alright. I think that we should have enough points to unlock the next level in the ocean area. Which, for the record, is not the nighttime ocean area, because that would be far too easy. No, no, no. You need something that makes getting the crystal bloom very complicated, I'd say. Wailord is a new one for our Photodex. It looks like behavior worth studying. Wailord turning over in the water? I don't know how you expect me to get a shot of its face doing that, Professor. To quote a comment about Catfish, it looks like it holds all the wisdom in the world, while also having the Me Maker theme play constantly in its head. Oh my god. Next we've got Machamp. Looks awfully strong. Wants you to see how toned its muscles are. Great timing. There we go. Very nice. We got it to look straight at us. I like that. I kind of want to keep that Machamp picture and caption it something. Next, we've got Marini. This is the first time we've gotten it. It's not facing the camera, but... Sir, have you read the Pokédex? Looks like a friendly game of tag. Fantastic, you captured it at exactly the right moment. Hold on a second. Let me go look up a Pokedex entry for Marini. Because I don't know if it's a friendly game of tag, Professor. I don't know about that. Let me check. I'm 90% sure that they eat Corsola. Let's see. Alright, here we go. It is found on beaches and sea floors. The coral that grows on Corsola's head is as good as a 5-star banquet to this Pokemon. Moon. Ultra Sun. They eat Corsola branches, so Marini are hated by craftsmen that work with Corsola branches that have naturally fallen off. So, Professor, I don't know if that's tag or if that's predatory behavior. Next time you play a Machamp Pokemon game, you're gonna nickname a Machamp Strong Boy. I'm probably gonna pick up either Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, if I had to guess. Not both. Both is too expensive to justify anymore, but unless I got like one for a holiday or something. I think I'll probably just pick up one of them and maybe do a stream playthrough. I'm considering doing a Nuzlocke for it, but I've never completed a Nuzlocke, and I know I am an emotional little bean. Looks happy, doesn't it? It's a very happy Corsola. Very nice. Yeah, we gotta have unlocked the next map from all that. That was great. We did good, Professor. Ooh, 35,000 is a lot, though. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, 36,000, just barely. Another step forward for our research. I bet Pokemon in the area are getting comfortable with you. Camera fan, we snapped 500 photos. Nuzlocks are too much stress and you're gonna wait for Gen 9. I find that a completely reasonable opinion. By the way, thanks to the progress you've made in your research, I've got something to report. I'll fill you in once your photos are squared away. I think you'll be pleased to hear this. I still think I'm much more interested in spin-off Pokemon games nowadays, like this one, than I am with the main series anymore. Like Pokemon Snap sounds great. The mainline games, well, I guess once they started moving away from exploration, they started to be a bit less interesting to me. And nowadays, I think they're kind of just... Oh, how do I put it? I just don't think that Sword and Shield justified, like... Personally, I would not pay $60 for it, I think is my opinion. I think it feels like the same sort of amount of content that you got on the 3DS for $40. Is my thoughts, with slightly less functionality in ways that personally deeply affect my style of gameplay. So, I don't know. That was kind of my opinion on those ones. It just didn't feel like it was for me at all. Hey, Professor. Everyone's here. Thanks, Rita. Let's get started. We've located a new teleportation point, but... Alright, where is it? Where is it? That's the thing. It's under the sea, of all places. Are you serious? That's so awesome. Greetings, welcome.com. We are going through some oceany levels right now. There's just one thing. The Neo 1 wasn't really built to go underwater. Aw, come on. So I fixed it up so that it can. Why didn't you lead with that part? Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So get ready, everyone. We've got some seafloor research to do. Swish weren't really good enough to justify. For you, though, spin-offs don't excite me till you can transfer your old Pokemon with you. Yeah, see, when I mean spin-offs, I don't mean, like, remakes or Arceus or whatever. I mean stuff like this. There is no reasonable way that I could transfer Pokemon to this, so it doesn't upset me as much, essentially. Because that's not really the point of the gameplay here. Whereas in the mainline games, it is deeply upsetting that I cannot take the Blaziken I've had since I was an 8-year-old up with me to base switch until months later when they added DLC and didn't actually provide a free update to fix some of the problems people had with the rest of the game. It's just obnoxious, really, is my thoughts. Under the sea, huh? That'll be a sight to see. So yeah, we have a water level here. Oh, I'm peeking again. Mike, sit a little further away. Apple. Yes, Apple. I've had Apple for freaking so much of my life now that the fact that I couldn't bring him up to Sword and Shield was kind of just the deal breaker for me. Like, I would be willing to put up with a lot from a Pokemon game if I could still keep my Pokemon with me. So, that's about it. My baby Torchic, indeed. Though he's a rather big boy now. He's level 100 and has been for many years. But, you know, I'm not the only person who feels that way. It's like, compare that to how Mojang is working on the new, cave update for Minecraft. They're taking longer to develop it and saying, we care about the fact that people have had some of their Minecraft worlds for 10 years, and those worlds need to be playable on the new update. I can far more respect that opinion, because while not everyone has been playing that game for 10 years, there are people whose old worlds really matter to them who would be terribly upset if they couldn't update them. But Game Freak didn't quite seem to understand that same logic with Sword and Shield. And I know it's not the whole player base, and I'm really glad that some people still had fun with those games, but I know I would be grumpy about it. Like, I know I'm the sort of person who gets grumpy over, like, little things in games at times, so I know that it would not be for me. You already lost Spike once in the 2-3 changeover, and not again. You don't like killing Minecraft pigs. Oh yeah, Minecraft pigs are cute. Okay, let's go to the seafloor now that I've ranted for a bit. This wondrous underwater world awaits you just beyond a blue hole. So, Lental seafloor is honestly where in my personal playthrough I got stuck. Because the professor tells you to go get a shot of a glowing Illumina orb, but you don't have any nighttime maps for this area. It is a very well hidden crystal bloom that if we don't get it on our first try, I'm gonna retry the level and keep retrying it until I get it. Because the other frustration with getting this crystal bloom is that you need to use the fluff fruit to hit a Pokemon to show where it is. And it didn't show up on the scan for me until after you knock that Pokemon out of the way. And since it's an underwater level, the fluff fruit is affected by water physics. You may note, if you have been in the video game hobby for a while, underwater levels are a bit infamous for a reason. You know the frustration, you're just waiting to see if they ever correct it. I feel I'm similarly in that camp. I think my thing is, like, with a Gen 4 remake, I can feel separate enough from it that, like, you know, it's not a mainline game at that point. I wish it was more like ORAS, honestly, but I still think I could play it without feeling awful. That's the line for me. Could I play this without feeling awful? And I think I could maybe do that for Diamond and Pearl Remix, because, like, I did personally, I know Blycosone is not particularly into Gen 4, but I do personally like Gen 4. Hello there, love discs. They are very cute. Yeah, so somehow we've developed cameras that fully function underwater, which My underwater archaeologist buddies would probably be really interested in this technology so that they wouldn't have to splice together photos of their sites. Yeah, though Minecraft is a very cute game that I quite enjoy a lot. So over here we can see that there is this area where there's Pokemon that live hidden in the seaweed. This area is where you can find the crystal bloom that is going to glow. I don't know if it's on this level or if it's only on the next level where it gets hidden by the Pokemon in front of it. But essentially, if you look over here, you can see that there's a sleeping Lumineon. This is the one you need to hit with the fluff fruit, get it the hell out of the way, and then that's where the glowing crystal bloom is. The game does not particularly make an indication that this one is glowing, because it's in such a bright area, you can barely tell, even in the level where I think it does glow. Honestly, I completely missed it on my first, 10 runs through this level on a casual playthrough. This makes you want a Subnautica-esque Pokemon game. That would be interesting for sure. Oh, here comes a Whalmer. I guess, related to that Whale Lord from earlier. And here is my favorite shot. Bye. We got our lovely Whalmer friend. I think my problem with finding the glowing crystal bloom on this level is you enter into an underwater cave system here. And logically speaking, I thought, oh, they only glow in the dark, right? The rest of the reef area isn't dark, but this area is kind of dark with the Sharpedos and stuff, so I thought it must spawn somewhere in here. So that got me really stuck when I was playing casually. I did not realize that you needed to, knock a specific Pokemon out of the way for it. I don't know if it shows up on level... There it is! There's a Frillish hidden over to your right that is very easy to miss. That one I found in my adventure to try to find the glowing crystal bloom the other night. Very cute, yeah. Baby. It's a very mean whale lord over there, though. We're gonna bonk this quillfish so it blows up for us a bit. And gets all, blow up the blowfish, essentially. Let's see. There's more quillfish around. So. And here we have some lovely tentacruels. They're very Squidward looking, if you ask me. Yeah, so you would think logically that we have this nice big dark cave system here, and that's where, if I were a developer, I would put a glowing crystal bloom, because they're supposed to glow in the dark, and you don't unlock any nighttime levels for this area. At least not at this point, anyway. I don't know if they do exist. I haven't seen them if they do. I didn't look up anything beyond just how to get that one crystal bloom I was stuck on. So, I don't actually know. They might, but you don't unlock them before you have to go find that obnoxious flower, unfortunately. Nice. Mantines. I think we're right at the end. There we go. So much Gen 2 love in this game. Yeah, whoever developed this really must have liked Gen 2 Pokemon. We've got Mantines, we have Qwilfish down here, and Octilleries. Meganium is your first Illumina Pokemon. Welcome back. Photos from a brand new course. I can't wait to see them. Let's see. We got one shot of a Magikarp, a Love Disc, some Finneons, Lumineon, probably this one, it's nice and close. Corsola. We'll go with the 2 Mantines, because you get extra points for multiple Pokemon in the shot. And there you go. For some reason, this crystal bloom is counted as the glowing crystal bloom. I cannot tell you, it took me like over an hour to figure this out on my own. But yeah, so we have our glowing crystal bloom. Oh, I didn't get one of the octillery running away. That is unfortunate. I do like this shot, though, with the Whalmer scaring the octillery. That's a pretty good shot of the Sharpedo facing the camera. We have the Frillish in complete darkness eating. Quillfish. Probably this one. Which of these Tentacruels looks the nicest? Kind of like this one. We'll go with that Tentacruel. What? That octillery photo has "Can I speak to your manager" energy. Oh, we're saving that one then. Crystal Bloom. Yeah, this Crystal Bloom, I don't know how you're meant to figure that out on your own without a guide. Because I didn't. Time to check these photos. We got our Magikarp buddy, looking real happy. Oh, he just quoted Magikarp Jump there, actually. It's got quite a personality on it, that one. I find it weird that I've played enough Magikarp Jump to recognize quotes from it, but there you go. A new addition to our research is Love Disc. It seems calm, which is very nice. Subject's dead center. Finneon. What a charmer. It's just a Finneon in the middle of a blue background, but okay, sir. The heart Pokemon. Yes, Love Disc. Very cute. They're very similarly not great Finneon pictures. Next is a Corsola. That's a 1-star photo. That's new. Seems like it's on its way somewhere. I mean, it was just kind of chilling on a rock when I saw it, Professor. And the Lumineon, this is good. Look how close it is. You could see, like, the whole Pokemon is looking at me. It's got quite a look on its face. It looks like it's up to something, doesn't it? With the half-lidded eye. It really looks like it's up to something. The direction could be better. Yeah, I like that, though. It's kind of prettier that way. I mean, it's a fish. If it looked straight at me, it'd be kind of weird. Gen 1 designs might be overrated sometimes. Gen 2 is underrated, and Gen 3 is rated as much as it should be. I like Gen 3 designs, but I mean, I think that Gen 3 designs are often treated with the respect that they deserve in that respect. Like, people love the starters, and they are really cool looking. Rayquaza looks awesome. You know, there's a lot of nice side Pokemon. We've got Mantine. This is why I wish that Glebov could see this, because I know that he likes Mantine a lot. We got a nice shot of them. They're solid designs and people love them. The one that I think, honestly, I have the most mixed feelings about is Gen 5. I think I've said this in private before, but in a lot of respects, I feel like Gen 5's attempt to be a soft reboot of the series Pokemon count-wise kind of worked to its detriment, because it just ended up with every design going in, and while some of them are really cool looking, it feels like a lot of the weaker designs that probably would have been left on the cutting room floor in other gens ended up in the final game because we needed a bat Pokemon and we needed some fighting types spread around, so we have Throw and Sock, who are just kind of blue and red dudes. I don't hate some of the designs that other people hate from Gen 5, though. I think that Trubbish looks kind of cute, and I like the Vanillite line. I just feel like it's a bit bloated as far as a generation goes, honestly. And it's entirely, I believe, down to the fact that the design had to suit the gameplay decision to not let you use any earlier gen Pokemon in the main line of Black and White 1. I'm kind of glad they changed that for Black and White 2. As much as Black and White 2 don't have as strong of a story as Black and White 1, I find them more fun to play overall. Also, they have a great post-game. Probably the best post-game since, well, I guess Platinum and Emerald. And then after that, nothing had as good of a post-game as Black and White 2. Okay. There are a lot of Gen 5 designs you like. You still love Muna, even if Musharna looks like a kidney. I think Muna's kind of cute. I think Musharna is also kind of cute. I find their lore significantly more interesting than their design. Next is Frillish, a new addition to our research. Yeah, Frillish is okay, I guess. I feel like a lot of Gen 5 designs fall into the category of just okay, I guess, for me, is the problem. And that becomes frustrating with ones that, like, feel like they could have been additions to previous Pokemon lines, again, if Game Freak hadn't decided to make the gameplay choices that they had. I used to dislike Gen 5 a lot more than I do now. But I think I was also, like, playing it at a point where I was, like, a young teenager who was, you know, all edgy. Yeah, N and Hilda are great characters. I love N. N is fantastic. The characters of Gen 5 are great, for the record. The story is great. It's just that I prefer the gameplay of Black and White 2 to Black and White 1. And that kind of has made it harder for me to go back and personally replay Black or White. But yeah, I mean, I don't dislike any Pokemon generations that I have actually played, I'd say, at this point in my life. I like all of them to a certain extent. Including Gen 1 and 2, which definitely have their, appeal. Yeah, the Maricopa Islands Crystal Bloom, that's, like, impossible to find. Thank you, Professor. I have not played Gen 8 outside of spin-off games, so I can't really speak to that, but I can tell you that it doesn't seem like it's for me. Gen 4 was your off-gen. You have problems with it, which we've been over elsewhere. Yeah, I think initially I thought that Gen 5 was gonna be my off-gen, but then, like, Black and White 2 kind of got me back on the horse. Gen 4, I was young enough still when I played Diamond and Pearl that I think I wouldn't have noticed the problems as much as I would now. Because I was, you know, God, what year was that? 2006 was Diamond and Pearl? So I would have been, hold on, I'm subtracting things in my head. It's 2021 now. 11, 15, 9 or 10 when I played those, so I guess it makes sense that I didn't really have that informed of a critical opinion on Gen 4. Yeah, see, that's the age I was when I played Gen 5. I think that whatever Pokemon Gen you play in, like, mid to late middle school, you can kind of start having a more critical eye for video games around then. Which I think tends to work to their detriment. By the way, now that we've got that Crystal Bloom info, I've got something to report. I hope you're excited. I am excited, Professor Mirror. Let's go see about that. Let's save some photos to our album first. I like this snarky looking Lumineon. And I also like the Octillery "Can I speak to your manager?" shot that we have there. There we go. Special scenery. Pay attention to the direction you're facing when you're taking a photo that has a special background. What is a special background, Todd? I've finally developed Illumina orbs that you can use in the Maricopa Islands. It might be worth your while to take another trip to the beach and the reef. Actually, it's not the beach and the reef that you need to go to unlock the Illumina spot for the Maricopa Islands, though. It is level 2 of the underwater area. So, new question. Do we want to take a break from ocean areas and check out the desert? Or do we want to go back to the seafloor and unlock the Illumina Pokemon? You still have a soft spot with X and Y. It was the first set of games you bought paired with Kissy Face. Okay, we'll stop doing Reef for a second, go do Desert. And, that is very sweet. I got them in New York City the day they came out. Because, well, at the time she was my friend, but her father pretended that he had bought Comic-Con tickets that day, but he didn't. So we couldn't get into Comic-Con, and I had really, really, really wanted to meet William Shatner, so I saved up $80 so I could get his autograph, but then I couldn't go to Comic-Con, so I just bought both X and Y that day instead. It was quite a day. I remember it very distinctly. So yeah, I went to the Pokemon Center in New York City later that day, in Organization 13 cosplay, and picked up the new Pokemon games. Oh, that's a weird memory to look back on. Also, God, that was a long time ago. Look, there's a Skorupi. And it's gonna go digging. Yeah. I would imagine so too. It's a big old desert. Oh, Amandabuzz, I think. Yep, there's Amandabuzz. Amandabuzz is a Gen 5 design that I feel like people just kind of forget exists. I do like it though. I think it looks pretty neat. We got some Heliolisk. Hello there. And our friend the Cacnea, which apparently, if you hit it right, you can get stuff stuck to it, which I think is hilarious. But I think we'll have to find one that sits still to try it on. Oh god. Oh no! There goes the Skorupi in the sandstorm. F in the chat for that Skorupi. It's impossible to see what's happening with the sandstorm, and here we have a crystal bloom for this area, but it's not nighttime. And this region is actually rather logical with how it works. Unlike the weird water level, you have, ooh, that's a good one. I like that. You gotta say for, Skorupi, that design works so much better in 3D than 2D. Oh yeah, Skorupi is one of the Pokemon that looks really nice in 3D versus pixel art. Oh, I see someone very special here. Do you see someone very special here? I do. I think I see someone who deserves an apple. Come here, baby. No, why is it going through the ground? Why are my fluff fruits glitching? I want to feed the Torchic. What's happening? My fluff fruits are glitched. I just wanted to feed the Torchic. No. Why are the fluff fruits glitched? Ah. I'm very sad about that now. I don't know why my fluff fruits are going through the ground. Excuse me? What? I broke something, chat. They're going into the floor. Okay then. Sure. I guess. There's something in this pit, but I don't know if the fluff fruit collision is actually working right now, so... Oh, there's a den over here. A hole formed by wind erosion. Like, I kind of get the sand making it disappear, but... Where are you going? Are you gonna go say hi to each other? Oh my god, they're saying hi to each other. Ah! Trap inches. Let me get a picture of them, please. Where are you going, buddy? Something is buried in the sand there. There's a pincer down here. Where are you going, little buddy? There, it's on an adventure. Yeah, my fluff fruits are glitching into the floor. Those two are The tragedy of the Torchic, indeed. I couldn't feed it a fluff fruit. I don't know why. It was working last night, for the record. I played a little bit of this then, and it was functional. Just, okay. How was your first crack at this course? Tell me about all the Pokemon you saw. Yes, I will show you, sir. Let's see. I think that we've... Oh, wow. I kind of want to tag this something like me during finals. This one's a little bigger, but this one's better centered, so I think he'll like that one better, but we'll see. Rolling Cacnea. A pincer just sticking out of the ground. And these two going, aww. The Crystal Bloom picture we have is not glowing, so we can't show it. Oh, he going places. Very far off Vivillons again. I mean, it's a cute Torchic. I'm just sad that I wasn't able to feed it something is all. Yeah, we might need to reload the level and try again. We'll see. Me during finals would be good. That's the mood this expresses for me. Oh no, it's been swept up in a sandstorm. Great timing. It's well taken. Poor Skorupi. Interesting backgrounds make our shots handier for research. Man, there is a sandstorm tornado in this background. I don't know what you're talking about. Heliolisk. Seems like it's on its way somewhere. Mandibuzz. A new one for the photo decks. It's in flight. Good job with the sizing. It looks like it face planted. Now this is something you don't see every day. Nice going, it's not a bad shot at all. The direction could be better. Watch for when it looks at the camera. Man, the Cacnea face planted. This one is me after finals. Yes. Perfect. We have a theme today. Oh my god. The better you center Pokemon, the higher your score on placement. I mean, I'm not gonna keep the worst pincer shot. Aww. Next we've got Hippowdon. Something you don't see every day. The more Pokemon you get in a photo, the more insights it gives us into the area's ecosystem. Okay. I'll work on that. And a Lycanroc. A midday Lycanroc. Seems calm. I'm kind of sad that it isn't an orange creamsicle Lycanroc. Because those are cute. As is this Torchic. Ah, I see. What fascinating behavior. I mean, it was pecking at the ground, but I did not capture a photo of it pecking at the ground. I was trying to feed it an apple at the time. It's very small. And a Trapinch. Lycanroc that is not a Sonic the Hedgehog villain. Nighttime Lycanroc does look like a Sonic the Hedgehog villain. I still think the gimmick of Sun and Moon wherein the day and night cycles were shifted based on the version you got was a little weird as far as gimmicks work. In Pokemon games, that is. There we go. Sans Day Level 2 unlocked. Look at that. You've hit a new stage in your research. Keep an eye out for changes, no matter how small. Alright. Desert Research Team. You researched Voluca Island. That's what it is. Voluca Island for the first time. You registered 5 species of electric-type Pokemon. By the way, thanks to the progress you've made in your research, I've got something to report. I'll fill you in once your photos are squared away. I think you'll be pleased to hear this. I think before we go to our next level, we're going to take a quick break to post the me during finals and also me after finals. Yes, those two are the ones we're saving. Let's head back out here. Yes, those ones, I mean, we gotta post them as a set. A camera developed by Professor Mirror for researching Pokemon. Yeah. It's a very fancy camera. Looks like you've got some great research done in the desert. I suppose it's time to take the next step and have you go there at night. Once you photograph the Illumina phenomenon in action, I can make Illumina orbs for that island. Alright, I haven't gotten as far in the desert on my own time as I have with the reef, so we might be discovering some things there as we go. But for now, I want to check... Okay, we got no more posts on bean photos, but we're gonna upload our next picture. We're gonna start here. We're gonna give it the caption. Me during finals. Not Final Fantasy. You know what? No punctuation. Just me during finals. Let's see. Should we edit this photo a bit? What filter would fit best me during finals? No, not high contrast. That's so bright. Can I no filter it? Thank you. I don't think I like fisheye either. This looks like we're in the Midnight Channel. We're not making a Persona 4 themed photo. Deep fry them first. Which one is the deep fry filter again? Was it contrast? Did we just turn the contrast way down? Let's turn the contrast down a bit, and then we can... give it a bit of a weird fisheye to make it look bigger. Oh, we can't do more than one? That's obnoxious. Which one were we using last time? When we made Bean Tangela. I'm actually forgetting now. What did we use to deep fry Bean Tangela? It was a very specific thing that we did. We made it look very weird. Let's test. Oh, we set the contrast like really dark. Okay. It was contrast we messed with. It was the contrast one, bottom left. Yeah. I don't know if that looks deep fried enough. Oh, yeah. That, I mean, you can barely tell what it is, though. This still looks pretty broken. Contrast or high contrast, chat? This one kind of looks like it's being flung into the void. I like that. What do you think? Flung into the void, Skorupi? Saturates everything? Yeah, I like that a lot, too. Do we want any stickers? Do we want an exclamation point or something? Like... here. There we go. We got a sticker. Frames? Do we want a frame? I don't have that many frames unlocked. Do any of these look cursed enough? Why is the corner of the photo black all of a sudden? I'm very confused. Was the corner of that photo always black? I guess it was. With the line on the second page? This one? This looks like a JoJo's reference. Sure. Yeah, there was always a random piece of... Well, we're gonna upload it anyway. Me during finals. Effect 2. Okay, yeah, I figure you mean this one. Alright. We'll upload me during finals, shortly after followed by another strange image, which will be me after finals. I kind of like it looking real. Oof. Do we have like a exhausted bubble? Yes, it's making ZZZs. Just passed out on the ground. That's me after finals. Then I think we could do something like the... dark comic background one, probably. Yeah, we'll go for that. Alright. Let's, save this. Caption it. Yeezys. Yeah, I think this'll do just fine. So me after. Not Atlas. I'm not trying to buy games on the eShop. I like how all of my, like, typed terms on my Switch are presumably just things I've been looking up in the eShop. Me after finals. Perfect. Upload it as well. Alright. I don't know if they're as good as Bean Tangela, but, like, I like them still. Great. Can I choose a title for ourselves right now? I like the rainbows. We're gonna go rainbow. Yeah, we'll keep the rainbow then. Alright, let's go do a course and see what happens when we get back. Having the uploads be full of memes is delightful. That's all the photos we post are memes. Alright, let's go see if we can find the, Illumina phenomenon at night in the desert. Hopefully it's not as painful as, finding the Illumina under the ocean was. I can't imagine it will be. There's 3 traffic now.
I suppose the sky is clearer at night than during the day.
Will you look at me, Kangaskhan? No. It refuses. They're running. Oh! Sandtroop! No, come back. They're so fast. Is this the place where... No! Sandtroop, come back! Oh my god, they're so hard to get. Oh god, what... Professor, are you sure this research spot is safe for children to be at? I don't think any of these are glowing right now. A meteor just fell out of the sky. Professor? Oh yeah, are the apples glitching now? No, they still seem like they're going straight through the floor. I mean, I kind of get with the sand that they might do that. But, this is a little bit of an issue. Sleepy Hippowdon. There's nighttime lichen rocks. They're having a standoff. My god, they really are rolling around at the speed of sound, these little Shanshrews. Okay. Oh! That Mandibuzz came dangerously close to catching that Magikarp. Oh, I think I see where the Crystal Bloom is growing. Yeah. Why is the one underwater made so difficult to find, whereas the one on the dunes is just, like, right here? It's just right there. I think that's just for the Crystal Bloom we just passed, yeah. Oh god, what did I just... Oh! There are Miniors. Hello! They're friends? They're very cute friends. Some big ol' sleeping onyxes, too. Oh god. More mini-ears crashing? Little mini-oars. Yeah, this one practically has a neon sign around it. Whereas the last level we had to try to find an Illumina effect on, it was literally hidden behind some random Luminion, blocking it from view in broad light, so it's hard to tell that it was even glowing. Minior is very cute indeed. Okay. Let's see. Skorupi. We still have just very sad pictures of Skorupi. Probably the one that's facing the camera. These two are good. We'll go for the Sandshrew. Onyx waking up. And we do have a glowing crystal bloom for you, Professor. Mandibuzz. These two glaring at each other. And a sleepy Hippowdon. Making friends with the Minior is very cute indeed. Time to check these photos. 3-star photo is new. This looks like behavior worth studying. Great timing. It got hit by a meteorite, sir. I don't know how you could study that behavior very consistently. Next is Trapinch. What a cute Pokemon. Ah, the professor thinks that Trapinch is cute. Noted. Kangaskhan. Next is Kangaskhan, a new addition to our research. Ah, I see. What fascinating behavior. Good work. This is no easy shot to get. Okay, I mean, I think it's pretty good. Next we've got Cacnea. It's a 1-star photo, which is new. They were running around. Next, we've got Sandshrew. This is the first time you've gotten it as your subject. Seems calm, nice work. Okay. 3,700 is good. I mean, it's not facing the camera, I kind of get it. Here's our Wakey Onyx. Fascinating behavior. An Onyx waking up from a nap. 3,660. I mean, I threw a fluff fruit to wake it up. 1-star sleepy Hippowdon. And our glaring Lichen Rocks, which are 2 stars. Yes, I got it right as its eyes shone like an anime character. The glowy eye Lichen Rock. Mandibuzz, one cool Pokemon. It seems calm. Okay, the daytime photo is better. And some Miniors. A new addition to our research. Nothing out of the ordinary here, aside from them falling from the sky into the desert at night. Seems a little bit unusual, Professor. And the glowing crystal bloom. This is the Voluca Island crystal bloom. This is the first time you photographed one in the Illumina state. So we should be able to get new orbs. This island's crystal blooms must be especially hardy to survive in such harsh environments. Alright. There we go. Sands at night reached as level 2. Look at that. You've hit a new stage in your research. Keep an eye out for changes, no matter how small. You researched all the routes around the Oasis and Sweltering Islands. Very nice. And we got the crystal blooms. By the way, now that we've got that crystal bloom info, I've got something to report. I hope you're excited. Oh hey, welcome Ed. Good to see you here. We're chillin'. We've unlocked some watery areas and a sandy area, and you are welcome to put in your input about where we keep going. Todd's tips: make sure the Pokemon's face isn't hidden by its body or the environment. Pretty good tip from Todd there, I assume. I've finished analyzing the Illumina phenomenon as it occurs on Voluca Island. So without further ado, here you go. Illumina orbs for Voluca Island. Use them to take your research even further. Okay, we've made progress with like every level we've finished to this night. We got our green orbs. Very nice. Suddenly moving Tangrowths, dancing with the queens. Making a splash. Oh, we have seen Quagsire jump in the water. We can get that shot again, probably. Wailord's huge, but I've heard they spin their whole body around when they play. Oh god, how do we get it to do that, though? Okay, that's something to think about. Alright, so in terms of continuing new areas in this game, I do know of a secret at the seafloor. So we're gonna do research level 2, because there's something I know about that you can unlock here. Though the level it unlocks I'm still kind of not great at yet, but we'll try. Yeah, back to our sea world. I hope you guys like water types today. Oh god. Oh no! No! The Pelipper tried to eat the love disc. Mean Pelipper. So the Pelippers are feeding. There's a Corsola over here by this. We can get it to face us by throwing an Illumina orb. But the Corsola actually isn't the Pokemon that we need to throw an Illumina orb at. There's something upcoming that we need to chuck an orb at when we see it, if it shows up on this level. Which I think it should. I don't think I missed it yet. Unless it didn't show up for us the first time, which I guess would make sense. Cradiolies. I thought that these were supposed to be extinct. There it goes. Sir, please. Oh, there it goes. I could have sworn it was on level 2 of this area that one Pokemon shows up. Maybe you do need to complete the course more than once. Or maybe I just missed it. That's annoying. The C4 seems to just have a habit of trying to frustrate me, it seems. God, my left Joy-Con is starting to make a kind of squeaky noise, which is... oh god. Slightly obnoxious, to be honest. And down goes a Magikarp for some reason. Oh, you spun right when I was getting over the edge there, sir. Excuse me. Quillfish. There's a Clawitzer. We need to look for Clawitzer closer to the entrance of this level. See if we can get the Frillish out again. There it is. Thank you. How do you react to music, little buddy? So you can get photos of two Clawitzers fighting over here, but if you get a Clawitzer to spawn at the start of the level, well, you'll see shortly that they have some pretty interesting attack patterns. They can actually fire off their water blasters at other things, and if you have the Illumina Orb, you can get one to fire at something else, but only if it actually spawns for you. If it does, you can unlock some new things, though. Alright. Oh, sorry, I should sip some water. Feels like I have something in my throat there. And, it is so slow. The Cradillies are very slow. They're doing their best, you know? And there's still the Mantines at the end of the course that you can get pictures of. Yeah, I was gonna jokingly say, like, Cradilly is supposed to be extinct, so I don't know how there's a surviving population here. It's like, isn't that a fossil Pokemon? Oh, you're back. You look hungry to take more photos. Yes, because I didn't see something that I thought was on this level. Pelipper sticking its head in the water. Magikarp. Corsola. Some love discs together. There's a lot of Cradillies, but not all of them are great. Go with this one, I guess. Maybe this Tentacruel? The 1-star Frillish we haven't given into the photo decks yet. Sky. A Quillfish. And, Wailmer shocking somebody else, because that is all he seems to do down here. Now, let's see what we've got. Oh, it's Pelipper. It leaves quite an impression. It seems calm. Alright. This next is Magikarp. That's one odd Pokemon. It's a little weird, yeah. Hey, I'll take it. It's a better 1-star Magikarp than what we had. Next we've got Corsola. Calming, isn't it? It does look rather calm. It's fast asleep. It's not as good as our other Corsola, though I personally think it's a little cuter. Next we've got Love Disc. Isn't it adorable? Seems to be swimming. I guess this one's technically better. I mean, the lighting is better on the other one. Cradilly, this is the first time you've gotten it as your test subject. Looks like it's sound asleep. So we're not gonna mention the fact that this Pokemon is supposed to be extinct or something? Okay. Nothing of note there, I guess. Next is Luminion. What a charmer. Looks like it's fast asleep. Yep, lots of things are asleep. That's the Luminion that blocks off the crystal bloom so you can't see where it is. Whalmer. Looks like it's playing tricks. It's very similar to the other one, but I think it's less silly with the Pyukumuku. It's a tad unusual. Its behavior is pretty normal though, but it's not as big as the last one. And Clawitzer. This is the first time we've gotten it as our test subject. Very calm. Nice placement score. Wonder if we'll run into Kabuto and Lord Helix. I don't know. Lord Helix, or Omni/Omastar, is a very important Pokemon to Twitch specifically. I think we can all agree on that much. Tentacruel. It's not as good as the other Tentacruel pick. And Mantines. The placement's better, but everything else isn't. Alright, let's see if we can get that thing to spawn for us. Because I'm pretty sure it's level 2 of this area. Your photos get better and better. I'll make sure your research keeps up with your progress. So, grass-type Pokemon, rock-type Pokemon. Let's try this again and see if I can get the thing that I'm looking for to show up. You think Twitch played Pokemon did a lot to grow the platform? A lot. Yeah, that's what I mean when I say I think that Lord Helix as a Pokemon was a really essential part to, like, Twitch's early popularity. There it is. We need this Clawitzer. This Clawitzer is what we need to focus on for this level. We need to hit it with an Illumina Orb and then follow it as it goes. And make sure it stays illuminated. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Keep shining. Because of what it's about to do over here if it's illuminated. So, it actually goes over to the left of this stage, and if you've shown it, then it should blast a hole through the rocks on this side of the level. It was cool to find this. It's a very cool little secret over here. Let's go. Now that the boulder is destroyed, it looks like you can go through to a completely new area. We're gonna see what's down in the depths.
It's the best part of underwater photography.
So we've got some Chinchos, which, you know... Again, isn't Chinchou also a Gen 2 Pokemon? Now that I think about it. Whoever designed this game really likes Gen 2, I think. There's a Whalmer over here. And a Magikarp. How'd you get down here, buddy? It's real deep underground, isn't it? Yeah, I figured. I first played Gen 3. I was a little bit too young to play Gen 2 first, though I have gotten the chance to later via Virtual Console. Which is honestly probably for the best, because then my team from that game is not have the problem that they had at the time, where they literally did not have the tech to send the Pokemon from Gen 2 to Gen 3, unfortunately. Dancing Finneons around our glowing crystal bloom. And, oh, hello. There's a Frillish, but it flew up very fast. Did not get him there very well. There we go. we're still going down towards the seafloor on this level. Hello, Mantine, again. There's even more down here. It's like almost like they hit an entirely separate level down this split path. A lot of the other split paths we've seen so far are kind of shorter. Are we going to need Braille in a moment? Thankfully, no. We do not need to print out a Braille dictionary like I did when I was like 8, 9 years old, trying to catch the Reggies. Literally had to print out a dictionary in Braille for myself and sat on the floor translating it letter by letter. Hey there. Speaking of Gen 3 Pokemon, though, these are actually Clamperls. Yeah, it seems like just the sand and the level in the desert is kind of glitching out for me right now. I wonder why that is. I guess then if there's ancient ruins down here, the mysteriously appearing Cradillies makes a little bit more sense. There's some glossopods off in the distance. And we have found an underwater archaeological site. How mysterious. There's some sort of buried pot. We have an ancient inscription, but it's too worn to read. And of course, off to our left, we have the ancient ruins of this area. So we found a very mysterious little place that might have something to do with all the lost Cradillies. Hey, buddy. It's your boy Guzma's best friend. Indeed, it is. So yeah, this is very mysterious down here. I'm shocked that that Gossipod did not react to being smacked with a piece of fruit, to be honest. Alright, let's get to the end of this path. And now that we unlocked this mysterious area with some strange ruins, we can unlock something else down here that I find so far to be very difficult. But we'll see. Maybe I can get it for the stream. You seem at home on this course now. Go ahead and choose some photos for me. Yeah, we got some new Pokemon. We've got Finneons dancing around a Crystal Bloom. We have a very deep underwater Magikarp. We have Clawitzer blasting a hole in the rock. A Gossipod. A Chinchou and its nest. Tentacruel. Ancient ruins. Cradilly, it kind of looks like it's smiling for the camera, very, derpily, so that's cute. There's one. Down goes Mantine. And Frillish dancing for us. I like that. It's remarkable how much this game is exactly what we wanted for 15 years. Yeah, a lot of this is really interesting. It's a little hard to figure out some of this stuff with no extra outside guidance, honestly. I wouldn't have necessarily thought to zap the Clawitzer. I found that info by accident while I was trying to figure out where the Illumina, the Crystal Bloom was for a while there. But yeah, basically, there's a really cool underwater section of this area, and I like it a lot. With mysterious little ruins that no one's ever seen before. Maybe I'm just biased because I like archaeology. It's big and it's blasting a hole right through that rock for us. That was the case in the original game too. Yeah, I mean, it definitely fits to some extent. And I don't find myself quite as frustrated as I might with a different kind of game because it always feels like at least you're out there taking photos of cute Pokemon and stuff. It's not the sort of game where you feel as pressured to make quick progress. Glossopod. I mean, the whole Pokemon's in the frame, but it's not very big and very blurry. A Chinchou. It's a new Pokemon. Very calm looking Pokemon. So yeah, now we've unlocked this extra path off of the underwater level, thanks to our friend the Clawitzer. Tentacruel. It's not as good as the other Tentacruel. We'll keep the other one. Frillish. Looks peaceful as ever. I mean, I feel like the background in that's kind of cool. But okay, Professor. Sure. Grinding in Snap almost never feels like a chore. I think also if you keep your play sessions relatively short, like the usual stream time is about as long as I'd say I'd play this in one sitting, then I don't think it's the sort of game that's easy to get bored of, if that makes sense. You can still find cute things, and it's sort of the game that you would play with your friends and make your own fun, kind of. It's hiding. Yeah, I did not get a Clamperl open, unfortunately. I think the addition of a lot more Pokemon leads to more different things you can try to do shot-wise, too. I think it might get frustrating if you just treated it like grinding, though. Like, if you just sat there like, I'm gonna go get all of the photos, and that's my goal for today, then it can be frustrating. These are some ancient ruins on Maricopa Islands. Excellent find, aren't these incredible? I get the feeling we're drawing closer to the center of an ancient mystery. Maybe you should hire an archaeologist, Professor. We're a bunch of ecologists that just found a super important ancient site under the water. We should probably tell someone about this, Professor. It does feel a lot more alive with a wider variety of Pokemon. It's nice to not just have Gen 1, I will say, definitely. Alright, we should get some more points because we got a lot of new Pokemon, hopefully. Yeah, okay. Your photo dex is filling up. Remember to check what Pokemon you're missing photos for now and then. You discovered a route to the Lental seafloor that leads to an undersea cave. You received the research reward under the sea. By the way, thanks to the progress you've made in your research, I've got something to report. I'll fill you in once your photos are squared away. I think you'll be pleased to hear this. Alright, so here's another thing that we've unlocked today. Tell Cynthia. Please tell Cynthia. Like, if Cynthia showed up, I think I'd scream. I won't scream because I have neighbors, but, like, I will internally scream. Oh, hey! Look who's playing Pokemon Snap right now. Did you pull off some special feat again? The professor's been frantically analyzing the data you sent back. Professor? Did you figure anything out? I may have. Do you remember the ruins on the seafloor? I'm certain now that they're connected to the Illumina Pokemon. And as if to prove it, we've picked up more of those energy readings we've been seeing. They're coming from the ocean depths beyond the ruins. Guess that means Captain Vince couldn't have gotten there 100 years ago. Good thing we've got the Neo 1. Time to get to work. Alright, so we've unlocked the Illumina spot. This also was a little bit confusing for me initially, the Lental Seafloor Illumina spot. I didn't realize the first time I played through that you had to hit them multiple times with Illumina orbs to get the effect to work. And it's kind of hard to do underwater with the physics, but I'll do my best. I also think that this is a very interesting Pokemon choice for this with Wishy-Washy. But you can kind of see how hard it is to, because you gotta hit all these little guys to try to make them swarm into their, school form instead of just their solo form. Again, I hope that Glebov reaches these levels, because all this would be right up his alley. Please. Can you get hit by the orb? I have to hit so many of you with Orbeez. Well, not Orbeez. I guess they look kind of like Orbeez. Okay, so now they're gonna go off together into the distance. And I found it a little easier if you use the scans repeatedly to figure out where they're gonna come from. There it is. So trying to hit this thing multiple times with Illumina orbs so that it glows the way the game wants it to, I think is the logic here. I still haven't quite figured it out, but this is not glowy enough for the record. There it is. That's glowy enough. You need to hit it like 3 times with the orbs. Exactly. So they tell you to throw Illumina orbs at that. When they say orbs, the emphasis is really on orbs, plural. Because if you only hit it with 1, it doesn't count as in the Illumina state, unfortunately. I actually find this part a little bit easier because they're hordes of Wishy-Washy together instead of just like one Wishy-Washy, but they're still a little hard to hit with the water physics. But once you get it, it's not so difficult. It's just a little bit confusing to realize that you need to hit them all multiple times. Okay, I think they're gathering up again. So we can see them going over there to form the school form. Okay, it's over there. Come on. Yeah, it's hard to hit. It's really hard to hit things underwater, I find. Even with the Illumina orbs not really having quite the same effect as the Fluff Fruit, it's consistently moving. Which makes certain angles that it swims at really obnoxious to try to, like, predict the movement of, basically, because that's what you gotta do here. Keep glowing, buddy. Keep on glowing for me. The one thing I haven't tested is if you get an Illumina place to level like 2 or above, do you get different Illumina Pokemon? Is it always Meganium or Wishy-Washy, or do you get like a different one? I kind of want to go check the Meganium level after this to see, because I have no idea there. There's some. It needs to be some uber ultra mega shiny, not just shiny. Yeah, basically. You can't just make it pink. It needs to, like, have the glowing green patterns on it, if you saw. That's how you get it to go all the way. If it doesn't glow green on its belly, kind of like, I don't know, it reminds me vaguely of, like, Kyogre patterns. If it doesn't do that, then it's not good enough to count for your score, and you'll be stuck on level 1 and have to do the stage again, basically. So you have to hit it as many times as possible with these to make it glow multiple times with the Orbeez. And then you can take as many photos of it as you want while it's like this. That's the thing. So once you get it this color, then you can try to keep it this color. And then it's less of a pain, I guess. It's only really a pain to figure out that you gotta hit it multiple times is all. But once that's done, eventually you will reach the end of the stage and be able to see which photos came out well. And in this part, we're nearing the end of the level. We get them in a big swarm, and you get to try to light up the whole swarm of them. And then you can get the big guy to show up one last time at the end. There we go. All of them are glowing. They go into the distance. You can use the scan to see when they turn from solo into school form, and then what angle it's coming at you from. If you don't use the scan, it's a little bit harder to find it because you're in such a deep, dark cavern. There you go. Okay. Did I hit it 3 times or just 2? 2. I didn't hit it 3 times. Where is it? Oh, you came back this way. That's a surprise. There we go. Got it. Now it's glowing. How the professor wants it to be glowing. It's very mysterious. There it is. Is it gonna come back at the same angle then? Alright. How long does the level run? It doesn't run until you're out of photos. I think you can, and I'm not an expert, so don't take this as fact. You can get 3 to 4 cycles of school wishy-washy, depending on how fast you photograph the smaller wishy-washy, is I think how it works. Very majestic. It's a good choice for an Illumina spot. It's a very fascinating mechanic, the idea of, like, individual versus massive wishy-washy. So let's see. We have 1-star wishy-washies, we have 2-star, kind of like the 2 stars. And the 3 stars, I'm not sure we have that many great ones of. I kind of want to give him, like, this one, or this one. Maybe this one, because it has more of its body in it. It's a neat level and a good subject for it. I think it's a very good choice. It gives an opportunity for some interesting mechanics. Wow, Wishy-Washy, the Illumina Pokemon of the Maricopa Islands. I'm amazed you caught this on camera. I see. What fascinating behavior. Hey, the size is good. I imagine it was an intense experience having a Wishy-Washy school form up close like that. It was pretty intense, yeah. So there we go. We got it to level 2. Look at that. You've hit a new stage in your research. Keep an eye out for changes, no matter how small. Which gives us the Ruler of the Deep Sea. You registered the Illumina Pokemon, Wishy-Washy School form, to your Pokedex. Well, Photodex. And we get an antique photo filter from that. By the way, now that we've got that Illumina Pokemon info, I've got something to report. I'll fill you in once your photos are squared away. I think you'll be pleased to hear this. Alright, let's return to camp, then. And then I think we're getting close to the end of the stream soon. So let's see what we unlock. Now we know for sure that Illumina Pokemon live on this island as well. That brings us back to the idea that the events depicted in Lental's legends actually happened. Don't the legends say Pokemon warded off some huge disaster? What do you think it was? Evidence suggests that it was a meteorite. About 2,000 years ago, what we now know as the Telur meteorite arrived. According to the legends of what happened then, the Illumina Pokemon's power was scattered all over the region, making the Pokemon of Lental glow. An interesting idea, isn't it? But here's my theory. What really caused the Pokemon of Lental to glow was, in fact, the Telur meteorite itself. And Illumina Pokemon are those that were the most heavily affected by the meteorite. So, the legends are wrong. That's what we're trying to find out, which is why our research is so important. This looks like an advert for strawberry-flavored Jawbreakers, doesn't it now? Alright, so we've got quite a mystery on our hands, don't we? I kind of want to check out the Meganium Illumina spot again and see... Oh, wait, hold on. Hey, how are things? Research going okay? Listen, I know you can take the Neo 1 off to other islands, but why not try snapping some photos here? You may already be familiar with the Pokemon around here, but I bet you'll find new sides of them if you look. Just choose this icon at the top left of the Research Camp menu to get started. Give it a try when the mood strikes you. No pressure. Oh, the picture of the meteorite looks like the advertisement. It does now, does it? So we have unlocked something there. On the top left, we can take photos at the research camp, actually. And there's some Pokemons here. So we can go, hello there, Mr. Stoutland, are you hungry? I think he's hungry. Nom nom nom. Oh my god, it woofed. There's a Meowth here. Can't seem to coax whatever's under there out, unfortunately. We got a Starly, a Pikachu. Speaking of thinking Trubbish looks vaguely cute, here's a Trubbish. Starly drinking water. An Eevee. Hello, babies. Are you hungry at all? No, you're mad at me. Oh god. Trubbish, no. Trubbish, why would you do that? Trubbish, that's very mean. Don't be mean. Oh, there's a Crystal Bloom right here. Trubbish, why would you spit poison at your friend? No. Oh, there's cutie fly over here. There's another cutie fly up here. Starly in flight. This is a much smaller area, but it's cute. It's a little more grounded. There's a bunnelbee down here that you can try to get out if you can manage to. Actually, I wonder if I could just, you know, do that to try to attract the bunnelbee. Oh, wait, I think I got it. There it goes. We got the little cabins that we all live in. I wonder if I can wake this meow up. I can! Oh, I didn't get the Meowth eating in time. Yes, the fairy bees. Pseudo-Udo doing what he do. Indeed. Looks like we made lots of new discoveries. May I see your favorite photos? Okay. My favorites. Launching Stoutland. Waking up Meowth. Starly drinking water, I guess? Pikachu. Very mean Trubbish. A grumpy Eevee. Bunnelbee Jump. The cutie fly are really small, but they're there. And a Pseudo-Wudo who refused to move because it's a Pseudo-Wudo. Yay, the Wealth Kitty. The Wealth Kitty is here to grant us good fortune. We got a Stoutland. Oh, it's Stoutland, a new addition to our research. I see it's having a nice meal. Nice work. Keep it up. The direction could be better. Okay. This is the first time we've gotten Meowth. Ah, I see. What fascinating behavior. Nice going. This isn't a bad shot at all. Remember, getting the whole Pokemon in the frame, looking nice and big, is a key to a good size score. Starly. It's taking a drink of water. Perfect timing. You did wonderfully. Nice. Not a very close shot. Pikachu. What a cute Pokemon. I would agree with that. Pikachu is very cute and incredibly marketable. A very mean Trubbish. Hard to tell exactly what it... Dude, are you blind? It's blasting Eevee with poison. Hard to tell what it's doing. It's rather obvious, sir. This is poison blasting. Excuse me? It's being a mean Trubbish, it is. Next we've got Eevee. This is new. It's like behavior worth studying. Making Eevee upset. Okay. 4,000. Very nice. A Pseudo-Wudo facing the wrong way. Seems calm. Cutie fly. It's in flight. Bunnelbee jumping out of the hole. Seems calm. Not a bad shot at all. Alright. And we got 29,000 research points. I'd have never guessed it was your first trip out there. Keep up the good work. We need 120,000 to level up the research camp, though. Apprentice Detective. You use the scan function to analyze 30 research spots. Interesting. He grump. He grump. He grump. I can relate. I've been a bit grump at times. Everyone's a bit grump sometimes. Alright. I want to check out the Illumina spot one last time, and then I think we're going to stop for the night. We're going to go hang out with Meganium. No, this is the wrong island. Florio. We want to go see Meganium. And go from there. I'm curious. Oh, there's an Eevee on it. Okay, so you need to hit them multiple times to get them to glow, I guess. This is much easier to hit. I can see why this is the earliest level of these. There's an Eevee, too. What if I play music for you? Will you do something? Or are you just gonna keep walking? Oh my god, there's Comfy too? This is a very happy Meganium with many friends. I didn't realize that we'd be getting Meganium and friends on Illumina Spot level 2, actually. So I guess if we went back to Wishy-Washy, there'd probably be other water types then? I guess we'll have to check next time. There we go. It's much easier to hit above water. For the record, yeah. Oh, what are you looking at, buddy? There's, excuse me? Hold on, but Professor, I think there's something important up there. That was I didn't know that was gonna be there. That was a Shaymin. There's a Shaymin on this level? Okay, I'm glad I came back before the end of the night, because those are really cute. Fun fact, when I was a little kid, I didn't believe Shaymin was real for a bit, because I couldn't find it in my game. Okay. Thanks, Meganium, for showing us a literal mythical Pokemon. There's ruins here. Okay, I'm glad we went back there. Yeah, tell Glebov to watch the VOD. Holy shit. This VOD is just full of all of Glebov's favorite Pokemon. the blessed indeed. Like, holy shit. That's a mythical, dude. There's a mythical Pokemon here, Professor. I don't know if you know how important it is that we found this thing. We've got Eevee, too. It looks kind of... Okay, well, we'll go for this one, because it's something we've never seen it do before. But that one with its eyes half-lidded looks, how do I put this in a Twitch-friendly manner? Like, it's been indulging in, certain substances. Let's see what we've got. Okay, Meganium. It's a different pose. A 4-star photo. Look how happy it is. Fantastic. You captured just the right moment. Holy shit, there's a Shaymin on this route. I wonder if there'll be... Okay, I kind of want to check the wishy-washy level, but it's 10. I'm going to make myself sleep so I don't push myself too hard. But next week, we're going to start by checking the other Illumina level again to see what shows up. Next, we've got Eevee. It's in a hurry. Yeah, it is. 2000. Not great, not terrible. There's a Shaymin. Professor, do you have a comment about the mythical Pokemon showing up in Lental? Because, like, I would have a comment. Like, why is it here? How did it get here? It seems calm. Yeah, anything else you want to say about it? Because, like, I have thoughts, sir. And we got some ancient ruins here. These are some ancient ruins on Florio Island. Excellent find. Aren't these incredible? I get the feeling we're drawing closer to the center of an ancient mystery. Oh my god. Yeah, we need to check if any legendaries show up in Wishy-Washy's level, or mythicals for that matter, I guess. Honestly, given the layout of original Pokemon Snap, I was wholeheartedly not expecting to see any legendary or mythical Pokemon until, like, super late game. Like, high level spots or whatever. But alright then. Twink Birch is somehow unsurprised by a mythical Pokemon showing up in the middle of an Illumina phenomenon. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how he's not surprised. But I think... Was that one of the requests? Seeing Meganium's friends? Oh, I guess it's not the specific friend that it's looking for. Alright. Well, with that, I think we're gonna stop for the night because it's late. Normal form is cuter than sky form. I don't think anyone's gonna at you on that. Thank you all for coming for tonight's stream. Sorry for the sudden shock at Shaymin showing up. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your week, and I'll see you on Friday with Ace Attorney. Night, y'all.